Hi, I'd like to share with you some information about the Well You Sleep You wrist oxygen monitor that I bought. And I purchased this to really monitor SpO2 overnight because it will record all of that data. And I have an app on my phone that I can download all of it to so that I know what's happening while the person is sleeping. And plus, I have that history recorded to go back to at any time. How it works is, put it on. You wear this part on your wrist and you slip this on your thumb. And when it's on, you'll see that this red sensor turns on in order to start reading your pulse and oxygen. On this display, originally it shows the time in military time, and then it had the battery. And then once it starts picking up your pulse and oxygen, it will show that data on here. So right now it's showing 98% SpO2, and this is the pulse, 101. So it allows you to see what's going on instantaneously, and it's also recording right now. And then I'll also show you the app so you can see exactly how useful this data can be. So the app is free. It comes with the device. You just download it from your Play Store. And it connects via Bluetooth. So because this red light is on right now, the device is active and it will connect to my phone. Okay, let's take a look at what some of the data on here looks like. So each line is a recording that was done. And the recording can be any length of time. The recording is from the moment that the red sensor comes on until that red sensor loses connection with the person. So it can be for different amounts of time. As an example, here's a data set from June 14th. And the recording time for this session was 8 hours and 35 minutes, as you can see on this top line. This will also show you drops over 4% in SpO2. It will calculate an average SpO2 for you. This one happens to be 96%. It configures an O2 score, just something that this app does, 9.4, and then it depicts that in this graphic over here. In the green area is obviously good. On this side, we have time less than 90%. 0 minutes, drops per hour, 1.7, lowest SpO2 was 89%. And down here, this graph shows you in picture form what was happening kind of moment by moment as the person was sleeping. Anytime that it comes down a little bit at all, it shows you that. This top section is anything that's above 90. And then down here is the pulse. And it depicts, again, moment by moment, that information, which is really nice. Now, I had mentioned that if the device becomes disconnected, it will stop recording. And when it reconnects, it'll start recording again. So if you're sleeping and you move your hand around, it can become disconnected. And then once it reconnects, it'll do a new data set for that night. And that's fine. You'll be able to tell. So for example, here on June 15th, the recording time is 4 hours and 14 minutes, which it was not the full night's sleep. It was just what this session happened to be. The same information is depicted along here. And same thing on that side. Really handy information. And then if I go back, I can see that on June 15th, it picked up again and recorded for another 6 hours. And we have all of that data here again, along with the graph. So we found this to be really useful. I think you might too if you have an interest in being able to monitor SpO2 and pulse in real time and be able to record it overnight, plus have the history and the ability to track what's going on over time. Another thing I should mention is that when you first put the device on, you'll feel a slight vibration in the part that attaches to your thumb, and that is an indicator that it is reading. And you'll also see on the device itself, it will show you the SpO2 and the heart rate. That vibration that you feel when you first put it on is the same vibration that occurs if your SpO2 drops below 90%. And it does that as an alarm for you. It may wake you up if you're sleeping, or it may just be an alert so that you know something's going on. And then this is also the port that is used for charging it. You don't have to replace any batteries in this device, which is very nice. It's just rechargeable. One charge will last you about 2 nights of 8 hours of sleep each night.